Hello everyone. Our today topic for the study is energy resources part 2. In this topic, we shall study about the two topics, that is hydrogen energy and biomass energy. As you know, in the study topic, that was the energy resources part 1. In that topic, discussed the different parameters, different topics or contents. Example, conventional and non-conventional energy resources, solar energy, and hydropower energy. But today we are going to talk about the hydrogen energy and biomass energy. So hydrogen energy refers to the use of hydrogen gas as a clean source of fuel and energy. It is found in the universe in the abundant quantity, but on the earth it is usually found in the combination with other elements, like we can say water. So to use it as energy, hydrogen must first be produced in a pure form. So how we can segregate the hydrogen? Because without segregation, we cannot use as a energy. So in that case, different methods are there for producing the hydrogens or for segregation of the hydrogen. So first method is the electrolytic methods. In this method, normally what happens? Dissociation takes place, right? The current is passed through the water, and hydrogens and oxygens are separated or segregated. The next method is photolysis of water, which involves breakdown of water in the presence of sunlight, and it releases two hydrogens. Hydrogen generated by microbial system is called as biohydrogen. So without segregating the hydrogen from the combined form, we cannot use it as a energy resources. So next we can see use of hydrogens, where we can use the hydrogen as a energy. So first we can see power generation. S2 can be used in hydrogen can be used in a fuel cell to generate electricity. In this case, what happens? It reacts with oxygen in a fuel cell to produce electricity that runs the motor. So fuel cell, we can see this diagram. The fuel cell consists of two electrodes, the negative electrode, or also called as anode, or a positive electrode, or called as cathode, sandwiched around an electrolyte, right? Sandwiched around an electrolyte. A fuel such as hydrogen, you can see if hydrogen is fed to the anode, and air is or oxygen is fed to the cathode. So what is the overall reactions? How it is going to work in a fuel cell? So you can see this equation. Hydrogen and oxygens both are going to react, right? And the electricity is going to be generated. In as a byproduct, water also comes out. So this is a fuel cell by which we can get the energy. So fuel cell power plants provide electricity for individual facility and have potential application in microgrids for remote locations. This can be used for remote locations where electrical power grids connections are not available. Nowadays, several vehicles manufacturers have developed fuel cell for powering the vehicles. The next application, next use of hydrogen, we can see the aerospace and spacecrafts. Liquid hydrogen is used as rocket fuel in rocket engines, but there also it is combined with liquid oxygen. So liquid hydrogen and liquid oxygen both are combined, right? Both are combined together and used in the rocket engines. So liquid hydrogen is also used as a fuel in a space ship, a vehicle that travels in space and carrying the people. The next uses or application of hydrogen is the industrial use. It is used in hydrogen power furnace and for producing high temperatures in the industries. Hydrogen gas turbines can generate electricity in power plants. So next topic is the biomass energy, as we discussed in the previous slides about the hydrogen energy. Now, biomass energy, biomass resources used as a fuel that include wood chips, bark, branches, leaves, starchy roots, and other plant and animal materials. What are the sources of biomass? From here we can get the biomass to use as an energy resource. So we can see this example, wood and wood waste, which includes firewood, sawdust, wood chips, agriculture residues, straw, rice husk or husk, sugarcane baggage, animal waste, dung or manure, municipal solid waste, organic portion of garbage, energy crops, plant grown specifically for fuel, that is the switchgrass and jatropha. So we can get these are the sources through which we can get the biomass. The next we can see the ways of using biomass energy. How we can using the how based on the biomass, how we can convert it into the energy form, that we have to know. So that's why it is written here. The way of using biomass energy, we can go for the direct burning firewood or crop waste for cooking and heating. That means biomass is going to be used for cooking and heating by direct burning. We can produce biogas that is produced by the decomposition of organic matter by bacteria in anaerobic conditions, produces methane-rich biogas used for cooking, heating, and electricity generations. Next applications, the way of using biomass energy, the biofuels. That means we can convert the biomass in the form of a biofuels into liquid fuels such as ethanol from sugarcane or maize, and biodiesel also we can find out from the vegetable oils, animal fats. So electricity generation, biomass is burnt in power plants to produce a steam that drives the turbines to generate the electricity. So these are the ways which can be used for the energy purpose. Biogas can be used, but that means how the biomass can be converted into biogas, biofuels, and by direct burning also we can use for the energy generation. So next we can see how we can produce the biogas production. What are the procedure of biogas production? Sometimes this question is also asked. The biogas production process. So in this case, normally what happens, we can also discuss about this diagram in details. So an anaerobic decomposition of biomass occurs when anaerobic bacteria, which live without presence of free oxygens, eat and break down or digest biomass and produce biogas. That means anaerobic decomposition, anaerobic bacteria are going to decompose the organic waste, right? So as we know, the three types of bacteria are there: aerobic bacteria, anaerobic bacteria, facultative bacteria. But here, only anaerobic bacteria are going to be used for the digestion purpose of the organic materials. So biogas plants used in our country in India are basically of two types: floating gas holder type and fixed dome type. We are going to talk about the floating gas holder. So in this type, this type has a well-shaped digester tank. This is the digester tank, which is placed under the ground, below the ground. This is the ground. Below the ground surface, it is installed under the ground and made up of the bricks. The walls are made up of the bricks. In the digestion tank, in the digester tank, this is the digester tank. Over the dung slurry, these are the dung slurry, right, which are coming from this through this pipeline. Sorry, an inverted steel drum. This is the inverted steel drums, floats to hold the biogas produced. So you can see the diagram. What we are going to do. This is the inlet pipe through which the slurry containing cattle dung and water, that is mixed properly in this tank, and after mixing it is feed to this digestion tank, where anaerobic decomposition takes place, and during anaerobic decomposition, gases generates. That gases are going to be collected in the biogas holder. This is the steel drum. In this steel drums, the gas is going to be held. So once it is operated normally, what happens? This steel drums moves up because of the gases. So floating biogas holder, and this is the valve is there to control the gas, uh, to control the gas emission through this pipeline, biogas supply outlet, and this is the outlet pipe is also there. This is called as spent slurry. So once the digestion takes place, after that, whatever the waste slurry is there, it is going to be collected in this tank. This is the spent slurry, and overhead tank is this is the overhead. In the overhead tank, it is going to be collected. So now we can see the gas holder can move, which is controlled by a pipe, and the gas outlet is regulated by a valve. This is valve. The digester tank has a partition valve. One side of it receive the dung water mixtures, as I told you in the previous slides. This is the inlet pipe, and the other side, the discharges the spent slurry through the outlet pipe. So this is the outlet pipe through which the spent slurry is discharged in this overhead tank. Sometimes corrosion of a steel gas holder leads to leakage of biogas. So in that case, this steel gas holder must be painted time to time. Definitely, it will increase the cost of the biogas plant. So this is about the biogas holder type biogas plant, floating gas holder type biogas plant. So in this topic, what we talked, we discussed about in details about the hydrogen energy and biomass energy. So this is all about the energy resources. We have already discussed some topics in energy resources part 1, that is the conventional and non-conventional energy resources, solar energy and hydropower energy. We have discussed, we have studied in the study lectures, and today lectures we are going to complete the energy resources by discussing about the hydrogen energy and biomass energy. Thank you.